Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading for the week August 16th to August 22nd, 2021. Sagittarius, I apologize. So if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you in this weekly horoscope tarot reading, let me know in the comments below, Sagittarius, which cards resonate with you and how they do, because that is how I keep up with you guys, is through the comments. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading, or you just enjoy my vibe, darling, I would really appreciate it, Saggy, if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you guys take that extra step to do that for me, honey. So, also, remember, Sagittarius, that I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, yes. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the tarot cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective to be considering, honey, but never making the choices in your life, because it's your life to live, Saggy, not mine and not these tarot cards. So jump into your reading. I already have the Wheel of Fortune that came flying out for you, Sagittarius, and I'm going to be pulling two more for you with the King of Cups, fabulous card to be having. Come on now, Saggy. And the Six of Wands. Ooh. All right, Sagittarius. So this is a lot. This is, whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, I see this as I mean, technically, I guess, yes, progression, but it's like the wheel's turning. Wheel of Fortune, obviously, it's like the gears are turning in your favor. Like, things are just going to be naturally working out for you. So, like, and as like an analogy, it's like when you go out driving, darling, you're not going to be hitting like as many red lights as much as like when you get up to there, it's going to be green lights. You know, when you go get your coffee, honey, you're going to be, someone's going to already have paid for it, like from the car ahead of you. King of Cups coming in here. This lets me know more so, Sagittarius, like this is it's like, no, you're not stressing. I feel like there's like this sense of relief that you're having when it comes to, you know, cups represent opportunities when it comes to maybe how things are like kind of setting up for you in your life, Sagittarius. Maybe you're having anxiety about like how your future is going to be and how everything just feels like up in the air and unknown. Feels as if there's like some sureness in that, you know, because with the King of Cups, you look in this artwork and it's like this sail, so or rather a ship, and so I like to see is like you're realizing there's going to be some calm waters, so it's just very like easy, just like chill vibe and energy, right, Sagittarius? And so Six of Wands coming in here, this is a card of victory. This is a card of just straight up success. If you look up the meaning of this card, which I suggest to you, Sagittarius, just so you know, you don't have to just take my word for it, darling, and it's not just me being a little bit fluffy, right? That's weird. Anyway, moving on, honey. Success. This is a card of public recognition, right? So for those Sagittariuses that have been, you know, if you have like an Etsy store or something, right? This very much so would be fabulous in terms of like for those that are like running a business or something like this, because this shows to me like coming out of like a dry spell, for example, in terms of like if you've been searching for work, if you're like a freelancer, Sagittarius, if you know, if you've been looking for a job for a while even, or looking for opportunity just seems to be starting to set itself up for you. I do feel as if I'm being shown like a desert now, Sagittarius. So it's almost as if you guys were going through some type of dry spell, some type of, at some point where you're just like, all right, now this is starting to look a little bit sus, honey. I don't know how I'm gonna really be able to take this, but it does definitely feel like with this Wheel of Fortune coming in, it's calming these waters down. So let's get into this deeper for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what good things are actually in the works for you, right? Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune, darling. We have the Nine of Swords, so this is quite literally, again, coming in as a sense of relieving anxiety being associated with this. So I feel like this is like its own spread in of itself, Sagittarius. I'm going to do one more to complete this before I just move on, because with this Nine of Swords, I feel like this is kind of more so just addressing like Spirit really wants to talk about like this dry spell that you've been going through, this little bit of a rough period, right? Because I do feel as if some of you Sagittariuses are still going through this right now, and so you just need some type of reassurance that calm waters are coming towards you, right? The Moon card coming in here, so this is, I like this energy a lot because it's like you don't know what you're gonna get, right? When you turn that Wheel of Fortune, darling, right? You don't know what that's gonna land on. But in terms of like for you guys receiving it, Sagittarius, I can appreciate how it can be kind of annoying, right? Because with the Moon card, this is going to be this reprieve essentially is going to be coming in kind of out of nowhere, right? It's in this sense of where it's like you're dealing with a bunch of rough waters, and then overnight, like it's just completely calm, as if like pretending as if like the past like months or weeks, like these waters weren't just like tearing you up, right? So it's very much so in that way, uh, Sagittarius. So I do apologize that, like, you know, take this as you will from a man reading some tarot cards, right? Telling you that calm waters, you know, I do see some calm waters ahead, right? Isn't that like what Pirates of the Caribbean did, or like what some pirates did? They would always keep like an oracle on their ship to like, foretell the future. I feel like that's what's going on now, right? Who's my Jack Sparrow? Which one of you Sagittarius are my Jack Sparrow, right? Apparently Sagittarius and Libras are like a match made in heaven, honey. So this went off into a whole different thing. I'm sorry, Saggy. So now let's get into Sagittarius. I want to get into just like some overall good things for you, right? Now that we finished that message, we're going to be doing 3 cards as I usually do, honey. So we start this out with the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, yes. 10 of Wands coming in here, with the Knight of Cups coming in, Sagittarius. It's not funny, but I really just appreciate where it's just like the 10 of Wands just comes in as this amplifying message, where it's just this is something that's like really just amplifies like this heavy weight that you've been going through, this heavy stressor, Sagittarius, that you've been feeling. And it's just this constant sense of like a reprieve coming in, where it's just like, oh, your wish is being granted. Knight of Cups coming in as like your rescue. So the Knight of Cups, this could be coming in as the shape of a person, right? Just presenting the opportunity to you. This could be a person offering their cup to you, offering something to you, Sagittarius. Whatever the case may be, this opportunity, this thing, it's this sense of just like it gives you what it is that you wanted, right? So think about it like this: whatever this Knight of Cup brings, whatever's in this cup brings forth the 9 of Cups for you, where the 9 of Cups quite literally in the meaning, as I want to like tell you guys again, just like the 6 of Wands, is a wish fulfillment, and that relieves this 10 of Wands anxiety. So this 9 of Cups, let's get into this a little bit more. I always tell people too, like, well, yes, in terms of love, it's fabulous, right? But Knight of Cups could be just signaling where it's just like someone coming in with a opportunity or with an offer with something, right? It's not just about like offering emotion, right? So that's why I always like try to like get that in. So clarifying the Knight of Cups, Hanged Man coming in here, so definitely looks like a sense of being like an offer, being like a, hey, like, do you want to commit to this thing with me, right? Very much so like a sense of you know, maybe you've been looking for a place to stay, Sagittarius, or you've been looking for an offer, and it's just like that sense of like, it's the Hanged Man comes in as like this commitment of where it's just like once you commit to it, there's no going back, right? And I know that sounds scary, but like obviously you can quit a job and all that, right, Sagittarius, but it just feels like more committal, right? Ace of Pentacles, so really honing in on this cornucopia, right? The cornucopia being like your wealth and all this, right? Really honing in on opportunity. Really pay attention to connections this week, Sagittarius. This is a very powerful week of networking, right? Because it's through, I really do see it's through networking that really brings forth this wish fulfillment for you. And then we have the Page of Swords coming in here. So it seems as if this is about a person, they already have their eye on you, Sagittarius. I would say watch your social media. If you are social media inclined at all, they are definitely noticing your work. But you already have been noticed, Sagittarius. So it's kind of just like a question on when are they going to approach you, or like what makes them approach you, Sagittarius. But someone already has their eye on you. They have their eye on you. They want to say like bring forth this opportunity, bring forth some type of offer to you, Sagittarius. What's holding them back? 10 of Swords coming in here. So yeah, what's holding them back is If this is, I'm going to split this off in two ways. If this is a personal thing, Sagittarius, then something that's holding them back is they have like their own issues, their own pain to be working through a little bit. Still, they have some loose ends to tie off. If this is professionally, I get this more so in a sense, Sagittarius, of where I would say that put out more of your work. I would say that they need to have a clearer vision on who you are and a clear vision on like being like, all right, Sagittarius has it going on. Sagittarius is good, right? Sagittarius isn't weighed down by a bunch. Because I do see this sense, Sagittarius, where some people may not want to approach you because they're just like, oh, Sagittarius may just be too busy, right? And so they just don't bother approaching you with anything because it just feels like, it feels as if people are perceiving you as being unavailable, right? But we'll actually get into that. Sagittarius, let's get into that now. Like, let's see how people are perceiving you. You know what, right? We just finished that spread, so I already have 2 cards trying to come out. So we're going to be pulling one more. All right, so we have the 7 of Pentacles coming forward, Sagittarius. We have the Justice card, the Libra card coming in, Sagittarius. Right, I was just hitting on y'all, Sagittarius, and then I come in this energy. What's up? And then we have the Empress card, the other Libra card, darling, the other major arcana for Libra. All right, honey, right? All right, who's my Jack Sparrow? Sagittarius, what's up? I'm coming in. I'm in your future, honey. So how people are perceiving you at this time. 7 of Pentacles, nurturing energy, Empress card coming in, Justice card. I would say, Sagittarius, I would say, yeah, people just are not willingly approaching you. If you find as if, like, or you're questioning, it's like, oh, why don't people reach out to me? Why don't people, you know, why, or this sense of just, like, I feel as if people just see you as constantly busy, Sagittarius. They see you as constantly busy while you have your own focuses, so they never want to bother coming to you about their own things. They're just, because for whatever the reasoning is, maybe they'll just be like, oh, Sagittarius is going to be too busy for this, or what have you. They just see you as being extremely busy, Sagittarius. And so what I would be saying is, at the very least this week, but I would say even longer, make it a point. I feel like you would benefit greatly, Sagittarius, from making yourself making yourself more available, or making it, you know, what I don't know what it is that you're presenting right now, Sagittarius, but it just feels as if people see you as being unapproachable, but not in a personality sense. It just feels as if they see Sagittarius having a lot going on, doing a lot, and he's like, oh, let me not bother with that. Does that make sense, Sagittarius? Romantically, though, let's see what's going on romantically for my Sagittariuses. That just is something that came through, Saggy. I just feel like I need to check in romantically for some of y'all. Let's see here. 10 of Pentacles coming in. So I really do feel as if Sagittarius, this is like a really, the Sun card coming in here, fabulous really for my single Sagittariuses. And then the Queen of Pentacles coming in here, right? Romantically, this is really looking good as well. My single Sagittariuses. Is there someone already on their mind for someone if my Sagittariuses are single? The Star card. Girl, I would definitely say love is in the air for you guys that are single Sagittariuses. If you guys are already in a relationship, this just looks extremely stable for you guys. So I really like what your love life and what your personal life is looking like currently, Sagittarius. But yes, I really want to amplify, especially for my single Sagittariuses, is make this week make it a priority of looking, or being rather, I don't know why I keep on saying look available, don't actually be available. No, make yourself available this week, Sagittarius, because you will not regret what comes forward from that, right? People already have their eye on you, Sagittarius. Remember that. People already have their eye on you, and so it's kind of just up to you to make yourself as approachable as possible, so that when they have their eye on you, they're like, all right, let me go approach Sagittarius, right? Come on, Sagittarius, come on, what's up? You gotta make this up. New Moon in Libra. Sagittarius, my Jack Sparrow's in this video, and I just know it. I'm just playing, but a new romantic cycle begins, right? The story sells itself, Sagittarius, right? This is your week to be seen. Now that I'm thinking back on it, Sagittarius, like for your past previous readings, I've been seeing for quite some time of you guys having new energies coming in, like new connections, whether it's platonic, romantic, or business. For a while, I kept on getting this impression. Even when I was doing like my pre-shuffles, I kept on seeing people around you, Sagittarius. And so that's something I really want to point out, and where it's just like, normally I don't really talk about like the visions and stuff that I'm seeing, darling, in public general readings. That's usually just for private, but I just feel like it's really important, Sagittarius, for this message just to reach the ones that it needs to be reaching, of just like making yourself available, because you will not regret who comes forward or who notices you, right? So even if you are introverted, Sagittarius, and you're just like, oh man, Velka, I don't like people though. People hurt. People are annoying. Girl, tell somebody else, right? You will not regret it. I promise you, Sagittarius. So that is the weekly reading that I have for you. I'm going to get off this soapbox now. I'm going to get off my pedestal preaching to you guys, honey. If you did enjoy this tarot reading, though, Sagittarius, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, honey. Be sure to check out your monthly tarot reading as well for the month of August if you liked this reading. I'll leave it linked somewhere around here, honey. And I also do private to personal readings, Sagittarius. So if that is of interest to you, I have it linked down below, simplyvelca.com. I have it linked next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that just being Simply Velca, honey. But I will connect with you guys sometime in the near future, my beautiful Sagittariuses. And also, my Jack Sparrow, call me, honey, right? No, I love you guys so much. Bye, Sagittarius.